Hi everyone, I am going to do hopefully a quick box opening. It is just one doll in here, and it's a SmartDoll. I actually bought the doll for the body, and the head I'm hoping to resell. I may have an interested buyer, maybe. If not, I'm going to post it up for sale. I'm pretty sure, I mean, always seeing a doll in person, it's a little different than seeing it on a website, but I bought this doll because it was on sale temporarily at SmartDoll, to put a floating head on that I had gotten through Chaos, I believe. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up. And I hate to admit this, but I've had this for a little while. I have kind of a backlog of things that I would like to do box openings for. So I literally have boxes just sitting around, which I really don't like doing, but it happens sometimes. All right, so just gonna move the box aside, I think. Oh, there we go. Got that. Here it is. Be Seen with SmartDoll. Inside there might be something besides her basic accessories, because I think I might have ordered something else with this order, but it wasn't anything like necessarily to do with this doll. So this is a Coco Pear, which I do not have a Coco Pear. I got a ton of Coco Pear busts, like a ton, in the Chaos vinyl that I purchased. So I suppose I did have a bust stand for a head, but I got the vinyl Chaos stuff after I purchased this. She's really been sitting around for a little while. And like I said, I just kind of have a backlog of things that I would like to do box openings for, because, but even though I have a backlog, I actually need to kind of stagger them because I am in the midst of not home renovations, but forced home repairs because things break down. And so I just have a lot of home expenses going on right now. So my doll hobby is taking a little bit of a back seat. And so I guess I'm kind of parceling these things out to keep me motivated to keep going as far as paying those bills and then getting back to the doll hobby that I love so much. So Beyond the Brink Coco Pear. I think Beyond the Brink is a character that was only released in Pear. So just gonna take a quick look at her, but I am going to put a head on there that, like I said, I had gotten in Chaos previously. So, oh, those eyes. I love the new style of eyes that they've done for semi-real, because even though it's semi-real, it gives it still a pretty good anime feel. So this is Beyond the Brink. Let me give you guys a close-up of her face. There she is with those pretty eyes. They're kind of an orangey yellow. Even her face up is really cute. She's got really nice like flared upper eyelashes, and then the lower lash like meets it. It's a little bit, it's different. It's different than some of the other face-ups that we've seen, or almost is like maybe a combination of the two. At any rate, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to just pop her head right off. And here's a close-up with her facing the right way for you. Isn't she cute? The eyelashes are really nice. But I wasn't necessarily purchasing this again for her. I was more purchasing it for the body because she was on sale a couple weeks back, and I don't have an official Coco Pear Girl, well, not a full body anyway. So on her instead is going to be going the Chaos, oh gosh, what? Why can I not think of her name? The vampire girl. I can't even think of her name. I put those eyes in there. They are SmartDoll eyes. that I also got in cast many years ago, just haven't used. Why I cannot think of the vampire girl? I don't know, you guys. Too many sculpts out there nowadays. I can't remember. But when I got her, I decided to keep her and hold on to her, and I took a few pictures of her on my cinnamon pear body at the time, and I kind of just hid the body with clothes. But I figured eventually I would get a cocoa pear body, and I did. She was on sale, like I said, and someone was kind enough to message me and say that they might be interested in the head, so I'm going to follow up with that person, and then if that interest is no longer there, then I'll just put her up for sale. But let's just take a quick look. By now we're all pretty familiar with the pear bodies on the Evolve frame. Still get that nice clicky clack feeling. Although, you know, I don't know if anybody else kind of stays up on the Evolve updates, because they have changed. Like the original Evolve frame that first came out has evolved and had a few changes made. And just now, like when, I don't know if you hear that, but like the clicks are not as sharp. So I feel like maybe I haven't myself kept up with the different upgrades or changes that they made to the Evolve frame, but I know there were many right at the beginning, and I think if there hasn't been any changes recently, they've maybe gotten to the point where they like all the little changes they've made. But anyway, pear, it's just the regular firm vinyl, except for the bust is still the soft, like Sofubi vinyl that we're getting pretty accustomed to. And then I'm just gonna, and I ordered this, like I said, a couple of weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago, or verging on a month. I don't know if it's been that long, but at least a couple months. So I know they've been advertising some new undergarments. This is still like the navy with the orange. So in here, funnily enough, is blue metal short wig, which I actually have sitting right here from another doll purchase. I'm gonna put it on the head that I intend to put on this body, but it's not even the wig that I wanted to put on that head. The other thing in here, there is the stand, the care guide, but I bought the cinnamon boy hands, which I guess are nice, because I have that cinnamon boy. I do wish that the boys had a gripping hand. Like I think they have like the, oh, you see there, you can still hear the clicking pretty well on the arms, just not at the knee joint. But I think that they have, you know, this kind of hand pose for the boys as well, but it's not quite the same as the gripping ones that the girls have. But it's okay. It's nice to have a few different hand gestures for the boys. So that was just an aside purchase that I got at the time that I ordered this doll. So blue metal wig and Beyond the Brink head. I'm going to message the potential buyer, and if they're not interested, I'll be putting her up for sale. And I try to be really fair on my prices. I think, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I really try to sell them for at or less than what I feel I purchased them for, unless it's like a brand new item. I'll try to stay like right at or do it fairly, and it's mostly to encourage sales, yes. And you know, I don't know, I just think, I don't know if anybody even thinks about this when they're doing sales. I'm sure some people do, but you know, reporting your income through PayPal, if you can show that you took a loss on it, they don't count it as income, I think. I don't really know. I've only done PayPal reporting on taxes 1 year, and it seemed to make it worse for me. So I haven't, it's only been 1 year for me that I've had to do that. But anyway, I try to be fair with my prices. Aside from that, I just wanted to take a look So I got a ton of pear cocoa busts specifically. And I feel like they might be the medium bust as compared to the bust that comes on the standard on the cocoa bust. So I'm going to take the undergarments off because I do have some clothing options here, and I don't really want those undergarments on. So my kiddo's over there. I'm just going to pop the arms off. Gosh, I know that looks violent, but it's not really. Corbin, one moment. Okay, so I got the arms off, and this was the bust that came on her, and this is the bust that I have many of from Chaos. So it is the medium bust. And remember when the Pear Girls first came out, they had it was like a bundle where you could get the doll, but it also came with the medium bust, and it was a little bit higher price point. So they did that at first, and then eventually they stopped, and then you could just get the doll, and then these medium busts, I don't know if they became available regularly or if they just kind of set them aside. But whatever the case may be, I have literally, I think, at least 8 of this bigger bust. So I'm gonna update my sales listing to let people know that this is the bigger bust because it's slightly more valuable, right? Technically, it's a different size than the standard. So whatever. Again, I'm not necessarily going to change the price on it, but I just want people to know what it is that they might be purchasing if anybody purchases from me. So I'm going to pop her arms back on. One way to make sure you got it is to listen for that click. Now, that one doesn't sound quite as loud, but I can feel it. So I guess that's okay. It's not going anywhere. Oh, yes it is. Let's see. There we go. That's better. All right. So I took her under her bra top off. I feel kind of bad making her be naked, but I just wanted to do this because I wanted to try a couple different looks on her. And I don't want the lines of the undergarments to show. So I already told you guys, this is the girl that I want to put on here, which I don't know why I can't think of the vampire girl's name, but whatever. It's the vampire girl's name. But I named her Clarice. There's my kiddo. Hey, I'm still doing my video. Go on. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. All right, so there is my girl. Move this bust aside. On her body, yay, I finally have a body for her. I can't even remember when it was that I first got this head. Probably, it's been a long time. Probably over a year, maybe 2 years. How long have Pear even been out? I don't know, but I'll tell you, I waited on the Pear drops. Like, the Pear Girls were released, and I waited and I waited and I waited. I think I waited like 6 months to get a Pear Girl after their initial release, because I wanted a different character. Because, as you all know or have guessed, I have quite a few. Although now that I have this body, okay, I got this before the Chaos bundles, and now I have another Coco Pear body that I trimmed up, and it's ready to go. If I had known that I was going to get that in Chaos, I would not have bought this, but I bought this before the Chaos. Obviously, I love Chaos, and I bought Chaos anyway. So technically, I guess I do need a second Coco body. But this is not the one for me. Beyond the Brink is not the one that I would want to keep as my second Coco Pear Girl. I don't know, maybe I might even just sell that Chaos kit because I don't have a Coco frame for it. And I don't know. I'm not too keen on building the Evolve frames. So I do have this little necklace. I've had this necklace for a long time. I love it. It's wonderful. I actually should put it on before I put her head on. Ooh, it does have a clasp, so I could have just opened the clasp and put it on, but for the sake of easiness, I'm just going to do that. And the great thing is that it fits both pear and classic, and it looks really good. So you can see there. I love this necklace on my dolls. It's so nice. You know, back when I didn't have like a small army living in my house of dolls, I kind of was inspired by Doll JPF. I'm mentioning you, I hope it's okay. They always give their doll like a little necklace as like a welcome home, and I liked that idea, and so I was giving my dolls some type of jewelry. It wasn't always a necklace. Sometimes it was a bracelet, sometimes it was earrings, and so I had started to get doll jewelry here or there, and that's when I had this one, and I had it on a number of different dolls, but it didn't really stick as belonging to somebody. I don't know. I love it though. It's a good necklace. All right, so trying to decide. I got these pants for Pear Girls when I was doing like Pear clothes shopping. I think this too. I think these might have both come from Elite Doll World. I'm not sure 100% on that though. If you really want to go look for clothes references for Pear Girls, please just search for on my videos, I suppose, if you wanted to see, because I did do a big kind of pear clothing kind of doll clothing review. You could search, I don't know, in my videos if you really wanted to. Otherwise, just search on Etsy for SmartDoll pear clothes and you will find a whole just range of different options, from comfy like this to you know, something more fashionable or high-end fashion or whatnots. So when I originally got her, I took a picture of her with a long straight black wig, and it looked so good on her. And of course, you guys, I cannot find it. My doll room is such a mess. It gives me a little bit of stress, I'm not gonna lie. But I pulled out 2 other wigs. I was like, okay, I'll just have something to put on her to see, because they were readily available. I don't know which doll this originally came on. Probably a Pear Girl. I don't know. See if I can make it look kind of styled for her. Or somebody recently anyway, because that blue metal hair color has been kind of a more recent thing. Oh, it does look cute. I'm not sure it's definitely what I want for her, but it's cute. There you guys go. What do you think? Pretty cute. I like this comfy style, but I also was looking for like more summery, like shorts, and so there's a tank top, but this is, remember, this is the like medium bust, so it's gonna be looking a little bit different than if it was on the standard bust. So that is one outfit. I'm going to keep the necklace on her, but I'm actually going to pop the wig off and pop the clothes off, and then put this other outfit on her, which is, I guess you could say, a full SmartDoll outfit. SmartDoll brand anyway. It's pear clothes. It's a shirt, shorts, and a belt, which I feel like the belt came in chaos, and I can't tell you for certain if there have been different belt sizes released for pear versus classic SmartDolls. I just thought that, I mean, this has different holes in it, so it could be different sizes, but there's a belt, so I'm going to include that with her outfit here. All right, let me make sure this necklace is centered again so the little claw clasp doesn't show. I really do like this necklace. It's so cute. Okay, so just I forget what these are called, but the black t-shirt, they have that in both pear and classic sized for the girls. It would be really awesome if they would also release a classic black t-shirt for the boys, especially since boys are such a big hit, I feel like. I don't know. You know, looking at the site now, just judging from the boy availability, I don't even know right now, are there boys available? Danny had just posted last night that vampire boy with the long blonde hair, I think it was in cinnamon, and they were trying, he's like, what kind of name should we put for that? And of course people came up with all kinds of clever names. It made me think of oh, what's his name, Carlisle from Twilight, which I know some people have some strong feelings about Twilight and all, but I like that vampire movie, and you can never tell me not to. I mean, who doesn't want a big fluffy giant wolf protecting them? And who doesn't want a handsome teen heartthrob vampire? Anyway, that's just what it made me think of. I thought of Carlisle, the dad in that vampire movie, like the family patriarch, I guess you could say. But I didn't really come up with a name suggestion. But if SmartDoll releases that vampire boy, and they release him in milk, because I have now, technically, I have a oh, I thought that these were pear shorts, but they don't seem to be fitting. I really thought that they were, but I don't, now that I have them. I mean, they look like they, no, I guess they're not. They're not pear shorts. Darn. Okay, I thought I had this in my bin for pear clothes. It's one of the few spots that I have organized because there's not a lot of it. I thought these were pear shorts, but they're not. So I guess we'll put these pants back on her. Huh, that's disappointing. I really thought that those were. Oh well. I'm pretty sure there are pear shorts available. But anyway, sidetracked from my sidetrack. I definitely would love to get that vampire boy in milk if that were to ever be a release. Because I have now a cocoa tea and cinnamon boy. The cinnamon boy is the original one that I had purchased, but he has a custom head, and then the tea and the cocoa tea was like my long wished for SmartDoll boy. Oh, I really wanted those shorts on her, darn it. Oh well. Alright, so we saw this wig, and I can't even put the belt on that I was so excited about. And we'll see about this wig. This is like a different version of a blue mixed wig. I think this came with Kabuki. So this is like a light blue with like grays mixed in, and this is a dark blue with probably black mixed in. But the cap looks a little, not small, but like smaller, and so it's probably one of those ones where you could like style it so that the wig could go pulled up maybe. I just don't know if it's going to make it hard for me to get on there. Oh no, that wasn't hard at all. Oh, and it does look good. I knew that I wanted like kind of a long straight wig on her, because I did have like the long black wig and it looked really good, but this looks good too. What do you guys think? I know my lighting isn't the greatest. Let me give you a little close-up so you guys can see. With the kind of grayish bluish eyes, I think that looks good. I'm gonna have to find her some official shorts though, or something, because I really wanted to put shorts on her. Boo, these are not, those are classic. Okay, so there you go. There is my SmartDoll Coco pair with a chaos head, but it's still the vampire girl. Sorry, I still cannot think of her name. Transcendence, that's what it is. Just popped into my head. But I named her Clarice from the movie, what's the movie? With the guy, the serial killer guy. It's a good book too, I just want to tell you. I probably read it as a book before I watched it as a movie, but all I could picture, or I heard in my head when I saw this face was, "Hello, Clarice." You know, that creepy part in that movie, book, whatever. So, thank you guys for watching. If you are interested in that Beyond the Brink head, comment here or find me on Facebook, Berry Wings. But like I said, I need to message the person who originally asked me about it. So, but keep an eye out. If not, I will list her up for sale or whatever. Or trade. I'm always open to trade. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.